Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're gonna bring you some They Who Endure action. It's literally the only Freljord card in this whole deck. So They Who Endure got buffed back up to 6 mana, and that's actually very important because there's some fun stuff that you can do with a 6 mana They Who Endure that you couldn't with a 7 mana, right? Like being able to drop down even a turn earlier is so important because it lets you kind of push damage into the opponent, and if anything, it can set up like a turn 10 where you go They Who Endure into Atrocity to kind of OTK the opponent if you need to, right? So ends up being really, really powerful at just how much value it can get for us, and that's why I think I really like this deck and why we wanted to showcase it today. If you like today's video, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also join our channel and become a member. We just had a new member. What if we buy? We just joined yesterday as one of our newest champion. We're four members away from reaching our goal of 30 members, so we really appreciate any support that you can give us, whether you join as a gladiator or a champion. So yeah, hope you enjoy the games, and I see you all at the end for some mulligan tips and in-depth breakdown. In this match, we're going against Fizz in action, and this is Papercraft. This is Papercraft. If they have Quicksand, then this is going to be a little bit problematic. Otherwise, I think this is not a bad hand for us to keep. They kept 3 cards. I kept 2 cards. I kept all my cards, sorry. I don't know why I said 2. I definitely kept all my cards. Let's go Bark Beast into Elise. If the opponent blocks the Spiderling, we're chilling. I'm gonna let that hit me. Because I am gonna just play the Elise. If the opponent wants to give me the Walking Sands here, I'm okay with that. We have our Atrocity now. If they want to go ahead and pop, yeah. Again, if you want to kill this, I think I'm cool with this. It enables the Bark Beast. It's a little bit annoying because we don't have any other target for the Ravenous Butcher. I guess opponent could have, again, the Fizz is the Fizz and the stuff is the annoying part here. I might just honestly glimpse the Bark Beast. I might just glimpse this Bark Beast because my hand looks pretty bad. We'll just attack with Elise again next turn. Okay. We'll attack with Elise next turn again. I kind of like the multiple spiders. I really like this Elise spider stuff. Yeah. So we get to just play Crawling Sensation. I think I actually want to draw right now, so I think I might just go Spirit Leash. We can save the Butcher for later. It's a race, right? Like one of us is going to get to their big turn with the Overwhelm and the Papercraft sooner than the other. So it's a matter of which one of us gets there first. And I think having this draw right now is going to slowly get me there. Let's just draw here. Get Elise again. We get the same Crawling Sensation that we just used. Which is actually not bad then, because that means I can reuse it again. They Who Endure, a second one, that's great.
Watch your head. Come, stay a while.
Let them kill this Elise if they want to. You want to kill this Elise. Nope, they don't kill the Elise. Alright. Let's go Bark Beast. Second Crawling Sensation. Can go Butcher, can go Fading Icon. By letting those units die, it actually helped us out. We glimpse this, right? Think we just glimpse this and just get value out of it? Force the opponent to have a Pokey Stick. They don't have it. Winds and the Waves. This is 7. We can actually get this up to 8. You sure you want to do that? Yeah, you sure you want to do that and let me advance the They Who Endure even more? That's what I thought, right? I'm still going to go ahead and do it myself. This is 9. Like, I'm going to do it myself here. Yeah, you killed that one, so now this is 10. We go Winds and the Waves. Get to 11. Get to 11 here. You could have a quicksand. Your walking sands is kind of annoying. Not the end of the world. We'll go here. I'm gonna just throw ahead and go ahead and attack with this 11. Just to soften the opponent's Nexus ups to set up for an Atrocity. So I kind of want to say I want to kind of soften the opponent's Nexus up, right? Especially even attacking with these 3/3 units, the opponent doesn't really have any good blocks for them. There's the quicksand, sure. Still don't have any good blocks for this. You still take 3, which means that again this is getting set up. Now the opponent could have Absolver into Papercraft in the next turn, and that's gonna be a problem. But technically, we could always Atrocity as a backup, right?
You cannot run from absolution.
So if the opponent goes all in for Papercraft into Absolver, we can technically just use our own They Who Endure Atrocity into the opponent's life. It's not pretty,
Finders keepers.
but it might be worth it. So let's see. So the Papercraft is 6 mana now, right? So they do have enough to do it. They do have enough to do it. So if they have Papercraft, the action gets to 7, or is the Papercraft down to 1/1 these days? I can't remember. The problem is that I need to keep, like, this means that I need to keep exactly enough for, like, the Atrocity. And that, yeah, so that's the Papercraft, right? So this is at 7 now.
Villains beware.
If the opponent goes for the Absolver here, then we'll have to go for this Atrocity into the action.
We laugh at them. Ha!
So, yeah. Boom. And there goes their action. And I think we just go ahead and develop the second They Who Endure and tell the opponent now what. Maybe we go Bark Fizz first. $12. Meh. Let's just do it. Let's not let the opponent get a blocker. So now the opponent needs to find another Absolver, right? Yeah, let's not have the opponent get 2 blockers here. Because this is technically lethal. I guess the opponent can have a Pokey Stick or a Pie Toss here. Stun? Okay, they also had the stun. Alright. So we eat up the stun right now, though. I think that's great for us. Isn't that, like, so good for us? That's so good for us. Let's go Curse Keeper into Spirit Leash. I'm still concerned about a second Absolver, but the opponent needs to have a unit. Like, this is hard, right? This is very hard for them to actually find the answer, and they're gonna have to sacrifice their Papercraft Dragon into the They Who Endure. They're gonna have to sacrifice their unit into They Who Endure, which means allows me to just go super wide.
Gonna make a meal of them.
Alright, obviously I'm not gonna let... So now you don't even kill the They Who Endure. We get the Atrocity. You can kill this one if you want with your thing. Sure. Actually, they don't even they don't even need to kill. I can just go second Spirit Leash. And just take that 4 damage. Now let's go Fading Icon. Let them kill the Bark Beast. Let's go Fading Icon. Then we play another Fading Icon and just have this big attack. Or we can also play Elise here.
There's nothing to fear.
And we're so wide, and opponent needs to have another Quicksand. And even with the Quicksand, they're still gonna be in a tough situation because we're gonna have Atrocity now. So they need to have Quicksand. They're waiting to get that action enabled to get another unit.
Quit struggling.
Could be another stun, but the stun still loses to an Atrocity. So at this point now, the opponent can never tap out of the 4 mana that they need. They can never tap out of the 4 mana
Chase what you want
for Rider
without
Negation.
mercy.
I might honestly just say, okay, so I have to just do it now, right? Because the opponent's gonna have this thing enabled, so they can actually put vulnerable. So they can go Papercraft Dragon, put vulnerable. That's gonna be 8 plus 8 is gonna be 16. So this is gonna be enough to kill this. Yeah, we just go for it. If they have the right negation, they have the right negation. The moment that the opponent drew this, the whole game changed. Because I had to just do the Atrocity there and not give them another draw and give them the chance to have the vulnerable with the action landmark. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Ezreal, Katarina, and Draven. So this is kind of like a new Sunken Temple deck that I've seen people playing. It looks decent, to be honest. I think I want to keep the Spirit Leash. I think I want to be able to draw. Because this is going to be like Sunken Temple, Broad main, right? So there's a lot of like good things that the opponent has here that are scary for us. We get our They Who Endure, but we don't really have a great hand. Don't really have a great hand, unfortunately. We might be better off playing Glimpse with that turn, to be honest. Ironically, playing Glimpse that turn was probably better. I guess we can just haste spike the Draven. The opponent gets the access to be able to like do all these shenanigans. Yeah, I might just haste spike the Draven. Just go like this. Honestly, why did we take the trade both ways? Yeah, why don't we just take the trades here, get both of them to die, and we'll just go Spirit Leash next turn? Yeah, let's just take the trade with Spirit Leash into the Husk next turn. Start getting ourselves some draw to fix our hand a little bit. Yeah, let's go here. Second They Who Endure, second Spirit Leash. Not the greatest. I'm not gonna lie, this is not the greatest thing out there. The They Who Endure is still pre-babies.
May Janna's will be done through me.
Attacking here means nothing to me, right? I think I'd rather just get the additional draw. Yeah, attacking there means nothing to me. What is with this hand? I don't get it. I actually don't get it. Like, how tragic is this?
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
I'll pretend to play this Glimpse, I guess, and if that doesn't work, I'm kind of screwed. Actually, it's probably better for me to go Spirit Leash first. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think it's better for me to go Spirit Leash first, and then Glimpse second, forcing to have a second Mystic. I mean, the triple They Who Endure is nice, right? It's very nice. But he also feels a little bit weird. Let's have the second Glimpse open just in case. Alright, so we have Atrocity and They Who Endure. So I guess if 14 of my units die, we get the advantage. That's a great draw. That's a great draw. Because we can go like this and just go butcher. So at this point, we have to let 14 of our units die before the opponent gets to level up their Ezreal. So that we can get to turn 13 and just go They Who Endure into Atrocity and just 20 to 0 them. Is that the game plan? I guess that's the game plan. Progress Day? That's really good for them. I guess it doesn't have to be a 20 to 0. I still like... Let's go here. Just push this damage. It doesn't have to be a 20 to 0. We push at least some damage here. That's gonna make this and They Who Endure into Atrocity better. Because if the opponent goes down to 14 here, we're already at 8. So we're already at 8. Because the opponent has access to Disintegrate, I think that is actually how we have to play it. Like, we actually have to go for, like, They Who Endure into What did they discard there, actually? Loot Travelers? Oh, you know what? A Loot Travelers makes my Atrocity kind of a little bit scary. That a Loot Travelers makes our Atrocity super scary, right? I mean, I played 3 of them, so good chance to draw another one. But this is still not nice.
I don't miss.
This is still not great for us. I'm just gonna go Elise and just play the Caretaker next turn. Sunken Temple eventually. Yeah, we'll glimpse this one. Force another Mystic out of the opponent or another removal. You have to stop letting me draw. You have to stop letting me draw eventually. Still have enough to do something here. Yep, there you go. The good thing is that the more that we, you know, like we're still working on getting this Endure where they need to be. The other option is that I can just, the problem is that the opponent has Broadman, right? The opponent has Broadman. So because the opponent has Broadman, I actually don't think it's correct for me to play They Who Endure first. I think I have to let them do their stuff first. But what we can do here, opponent didn't find Sunken Temple, so what we can do is that we can just play one They Who Endure next turn, and then another one on turn 10, and have access to the Atrocity with They Who Endure to just finish the opponent off. Because the opponent's going to take some damage here. There's no way, I mean, I guess technically they could have enough to just kill my whole board. Yeah, like that helps them. I think it actually was better for them to stun the Elise. So this takes me to 13. So all I need is just one more damage. I just need to push one damage, whether it's the Spider, the Elise, or the Caretaker. And that one damage gets us to the... And actually, I don't need to push the damage, because if the opponent kills any of my units, that just means that my They Who Endure is set up. Yeah, okay, never mind. Alright, so we're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling. We're chilling. Let's throw in this second Elise to give them something juicy to attack into. So...
One shot, all skill.
we just pass. Remember how I said that I wanted to play this They Who Endure? I don't want the opponent to play Brahmin here.
Firing.
Like, I don't want the opponent to play Brahmin. That's not enough. This is 17. You have to have a second one. Let's have them play it right now. Let's have them play their Disintegrate or their Brahmin right now. And then we play a second They Who Endure and have access to Atrocity. So they can go Disintegrate here. Okay, so that's the first Disintegrate, right? I might just glimpse it, to be honest, so that we can play around on Aloof. My They Who Endure is going to be at 18. The problem is Ezreal. I'm still at 17, so I'm not scared of the Ezreal. The fact that this was not a Broadman gives my chances a lot of room on next turn. Because the Brahmin will have allowed him to just kill all my They Who Endures every single time. Now, Ezreal is leveled up, right? So Ezreal is leveled up, so that's going to be a little bit annoying. Let's go here. Perfect. 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 I'm cool with this. I'm A-okay with this, right? Because now we just go second They Who Endure, and the opponent has to have 2 more Disintegrates in their hand. And we even beat an Aloof Travelers now. So now we beat the Aloof. Do we beat an Ezreal here? I guess we press OK. So this is going to be 2, 4, 5. We go down to 11.
Jana, I answer.
I might just play Atrocity right away. I might just play the Atrocity. Okay, there we go. So now the opponent needs to have Disintegrate, right? So now the opponent needs to have Disintegrate, otherwise I'm chilling. They have it? Okay, here's the problem now. So 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. So they actually have the Disintegrate and they just so happen to top deck that Brahmin.
Bragging if you could back it up.
You have to get me out of here.
So we go down to 2 HP and then we just lose. If the opponent just needs to draw a spell. Wow, I mean, this is what I was talking about though. Like, they didn't even get the Sunken Temple and it didn't matter. They didn't even get the Sunken Temple. It really didn't matter. If you have it, you have it. Any spell kills me here. They actually got the Death Ray. Yeah, so it's such a bad matchup. I kind of like that new deck though, so GG's. In this match, we got against Anivia. So the Freezes and the Vengeance actually makes this matchup really difficult for us. I like the Spirit Leash. I like the Spirit Leash because I think I'm gonna need the draw in this matchup. The Atrocity is nice because we can play around the Vengeance by having the Atrocity as a backup. I think I like just playing Elise here. I don't even know that I like playing the Winds and the Waves. Any damage that I do is not really gonna matter as much because the opponent has access to like wells and stuff like that. They could just play Soul Harvest here. I wonder again, Neo Anivia decks are playing it. I mean, it makes sense, right? Soul Harvest is one of the best Shadow Out cards. No? Okay, so we'll just attack here. This gets me the Spider. If the opponent lets it die, that's cool with me. Yep, this is cool with me. So, it's not a bad start, right? The Freezes and the Vengeance are going to be annoying later. But it's not a bad start if we can get them, like, lowish, right? If we can get the opponent low enough, it'll be okay. I might just go Winds and the Waves here, and then Spirit Leash next turn. I guess the opponent could have, like, an Avalanche, and that could be a problem. So I do have to be careful around Avalanche here. Fizz. Let's deny them the heal and also deny them the blocker. Have them have another Fizz. If they wanted to have another Fizz, I was okay with them having it. I'm gonna put the Bark Beast down, even if he has the chance of dying. And just attack with everything. I'm still concerned about... I guess Avalanche is not... I mean, Avalanche is not a big of a deal anymore. Because we can just go Spirit Leash here. This goes up to 3. Yeah, let's go Spirit Leash right now. Even if the opponent goes Avalanche, we still have both attackers, which is the same as if we open attack. Yeah, it's the same thing as if we open attack, right? All it does is that it kills my Spirit Leash, but we get the draw out of it, and we still need to push 6 damage.
You won't suffer long.
So we still have to push 6 damage here. The They Who Endure is slowly getting there. That 6 damage is gonna matter because it's gonna allow me to play like my They Who Endure plus Atrocity right away, right? If the opponent has a second Avalanche here, I guess it could also be like, it's not Anivia because Anivia sits. It has to be second Avalanche here. In which case we just play... I think we still go for the Glimpse, right? Or do we just go... Why did we say that we don't respect a second? I'm not gonna respect a second well. I'm not gonna respect a second well. I'm just gonna go Fading Icon, Butcher, and just attack for 9. And if the opponent has a second well, then they have a second well. 2 Atrocities is not bad. If they take this 9, then again, the They Who Endure becomes a big threat against them. And now we have 2, so we're less worried about Vengeance. Have to open attack because of the threat of Ruination. So that's well number 1. And Avalanche number 1. 9 damage is a lot. Yeah, because we can just glimpse this guy and you don't get the 3 heal and you still take 6 and don't heal. And yeah, that feels really bad for the opponent. Like, really bad. Now, okay, I was gonna say I'm kind of scared of a couple things here. If we go like this, we get 2 more units that we can use. I think we let it go. I think we let it. I was trying to think if it's worth it to play the last win on that one, but I actually think I'd much rather have the 2 units on the field.
A storm approaches.
This is gonna make it so the opponent cannot attack with it, can they? Like if we go They Who Endure here, opponent still has enough for Ruination next turn. So the opponent's... Okay, they actually are gonna go ahead and attack into it. Alright, so what I need to do, by the way, is that I need to just haste spike right now. So that the opponent, if the opponent has a second Anivia, they do not have access to the second Anivia. So we go like this. We haste spike the Anivia right now. So if the opponent has a second Anivia in their hand, they're not able to have these free harsh winds. And it's forcing them to have to use the vengeance, right? Or have to have a natural harsh winds. So by getting rid of the Anivia now, it means that the opponent cannot have a second Anivia in their hand. We open attack. This is still enough for Ruination, so I think I have to open attack. And have the Atrocity open. Yeah, so I think we still go here. It has to be a freeze. And the freeze just buys me more time on this guy. Catalyst? Okay, well... I guess that keeps you alive at 1. I still have to be concerned about Flash Freeze. Okay, well, I guess I just win, right? We just attack and then Atrocity and we just get there. And we have to do it right now so that we don't have to worry about the opponent finding the freezes later. So they could have actually gotten the second Anivia with the Entreat, even if they naturally didn't have it. And again, that's why it was important for us to kill that Anivia with the haste spike. And why the opponent's attack didn't make any sense. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Gnar Katarina. So kind of more like a control rally aggro deck. I'm kind of unsure what I'm going against here. All I know is that we have this bad boy. And yeah, I might actually just keep this hand, right? Because it gives me the 1 blocker that I can use on turn 1. Gives me the stuff that I can use to kill it. Okay, that kind of sucks, right? The opponent gets the Precious Pet, so I cannot block that. But we could go Fading Icon and potentially go Wings on the Wave if I need it, or I have another blocker here. So, I mean, I have some 3 drops that I can use, so I'm not too concerned about this. Let's just push this 1 damage, because why not? That's 1 less damage that we'll have to do later. Yeah, and then we go like this. Now, the Glimpse does let me stop the Katarina, so that's nice. The Glimpse is a nice way to stop the Katarina, right? So if the opponent plays Katarina here, since they're going like that, we're just gonna go Fading Icon again, and we can block, block, block. We just go like this. And start working on our value here. I'm gonna keep the Wings and the Wave in case that I do get the... just in case that I get the Curse Keeper, right? I don't know, or we can go Bark Piece into Wings and the Waves. That also works. Problem is that, like, do I really want to do that? Like, this doesn't really let me get anything right now. Let's go here. Let's go Living Shadows now while we have the chance. This is our Curse Keeper. I think I like the Curse Keeper a lot. We can just block, block. I guess opponent can go ahead and kill this right now. Still need to keep this Glimpse value open. Elise is not bad. This They Who Endure is still not big enough. This is just an aggro deck. As long as I can keep the Katarina from leveling up, I think I should be okay. If the opponent goes for something here, we can just Glimpse this. Force the opponent to spend another card to kill this guy. And then to force their hand. Yeah, and then, I mean, whether it's a Fervor or another card, is damage that's not going to our face. If it's another Blaze Edge or a Pokey Stick, I guess you get value out of it. No, it's not, so opponent got scared, and now we even have a better way to deal with that Katarina. We can still block, block, block. Let's go here. Yeah, we still have another way that we can block. We can go here. Guess we'll go here or here. This haste spec is nice because you can also pop a Fervor. Yeah, opponent has a spell in their hand that they didn't want to show us. So they have a spell in their hand they didn't want to show us. We can go Elise. We can go Wings on the Waves. Actually, we should have gone Curse Keeper first, right? We should have gone Curse Keeper first because the Curse Keeper would have just died. Go. And then we can just play Elise next turn, but that's fine. When it gets this Gnar, I'm not afraid of it. So we can go here, Wings and Waves.
Now where did I leave that beaker?
We can even play Hapless, to be honest. We can even play this Hapless here, because what's gonna happen is that
Weak-willed fool.
we can just attack with everything, start pushing as much damage as possible. If the opponent blocks with the Gnar, it makes it so that the haste spec can kill the Gnar. Yeah, like this is gonna make it so that the haste spec can kill the Gnar. Opponent also gets rid of my vulnerable unit, so this is cool. Alright. And then we just play They Who Endure whenever I'm ready. Like, I'm at 14 HP. I don't think I'm scared. Like, I don't think I'm scared here. I'll give you this guy. We take 2 damage. We'll go here. I'm even down to Glimpse, to be honest. Okay, well, before Glimpse, I guess I'm gonna go here first. Force the opponent to have another Lightning Rush or Fervor. They could have the Blaze Edge to punish this. Okay. So they get to bring a Gnar back. Let's go here. Let's make this as big as possible before we throw it down with the Spell Shield. Let's go another Glimpse. Opponent showed us that they had nothing else in their hands, so yeah, at this point, this is gonna be like the opponent did that so that they could have like a ton of cards. I have to play. Unfortunately, I kind of have to play the They Who Endure first. Otherwise, we lose. I guess we don't need the Spell Shield, do we? Yeah, we don't need the Spell Shield. Why use the Spell Shield when we can just go like this? Even if the opponent has a second Gnar in their hand, it doesn't matter. Because this is gonna be like... Okay, so yeah, so this is just game. Here, this is gonna be 18. Which means that even with the Gnar block, it's gonna be exactly 13. So even if the opponent... Actually, it's a little bit more. Because They Who Endure has +1/+1. Like, They Who Endure has 1 stats themselves. So, GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games with Elise and They Who Endure. There's a lot of different variations of They Who Endure out there. I don't know if this is the best one, to be honest. I just don't really care for making Kalista work. I don't think Kalista is a good champion. So I kind of just want to go all in and kind of getting this They Who Endure as big as possible. So just trying to have everything that I can to get there, right? And sometimes you can eventually, sometimes you can sneak in and at least level up if you get lucky enough. So sometimes that doesn't hurt. But it's just all about sacrificing my units and just getting this They Who Endure as big as possible and just push a lot of damage. Crazy how I talked about like the Elise. I talked about the 13 mana They Who Endure into Atrocity combo, but then we ended up trying to do that against that Ezreal player, and they just so happened to find both Disintegrates, right? So that kind of made it like really, really awkward because yeah, I couldn't do much. I couldn't do anything there when they have like they have the broad main as well as double disintegrate. I'm interested in trying that deck out. It actually looks very fun if you kind of like the sort of kind of control style of decks. So we'll see if we showcase that here in the next couple of days. But anyways, about this deck, the strategy is very straightforward. It's a really easy deck to pick up, right? You're just trying to, first of all, mulligan for your They Who Endure, right? I think keeping at least one They Who Endure is super important. I have gotten punished where I don't have a They Who Endure in my hand, and I'm just there like twiddling my thumbs waiting for to draw it. Try to get at least one of them, right? After that, you're just trying to sacrifice your units. So stuff like Curse Keeper into Ravenous Butcher is great. Curse Keeper into Blighted Caretaker is great. The more damage you can put into that you can do into the opponent's health while also sacrificing your own units lets you get you closer and closer to be able to just win with a They Who Endure, Overwhelm, and a potential Atrocity. So you're just gonna continue doing and putting that pressure into the opponent. Again, usually is very straightforward, but against certain matchups that you saw against that Ezreal player, just try to play for that 13 mana combo. It didn't work that time, but I think it's actually absolutely was the correct play. So just play for that and just try to get value that way and force the opponent to have the disintegrates, otherwise they just lose. But anyways, that'll be it for us today. Before we leave, I know I gave it in the beginning of the videos, but I want to give a huge shout out again to What If We Buy, who's our newest champion who just joined our channel recently. We're four members away from reaching our goal of 30 members in the first 30 days. So any support, if you want to join our channel, you can do so below. So appreciate it. If you do, you get access to some cool perks regardless of the tier that you do. If you like our videos in general, you can just subscribe to us. That's free, so you don't have to pay there. We post LOR videos every single day. And you can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then, and also on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.